Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong are not good games. The Metroidvania is way too big, the gameplay's repetitive, the combat's too basic, and the story and characters are uninteresting and make no sense whatsoever. A better game would be to play Judgment. Now, Judgment is an RPG game that's pretty much available on all systems that matter and PC. But you know what's a better game than Judgment or any Yakuza game at all? Well, a better game will be Puyo Puyo. This is pretty much the only reason why you should buy Judgment. And it's also way better than any Hollow Knight game. But Hollow Knight just looks uninteresting. Like, we want to talk about Game of the Year 2024. I mean, there's so many other options. Or I'm sorry, Game of the Year 2025. There's so many options like Claire Obscure at 33. That game's way better. That game is way better than Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is basically for weird woke people who think having a great art style equates to a game being good, even though that's not true at all. Recently, I heard the game got meta bombed or review bombed because people realized how woke it was and how terrible it was. So I think that's good. You know, that people are finally starting to wake up and, you know, understand that Hollow Knight Silksong is not, you know, worthy of the praise that it's been getting recently. There are so many games that are way better, like Puyo Puyo, for example. And if you disagree with this video, you know, you're just a normie who's never really played any other games before. Not that I blame you. You know, not everybody has the money to go out and buy better games. So they depend on these cheap, you know, unoriginal Metroid indie games that really don't innovate or they don't really offer anything new to the table, you know? Unlike the Judgment games and Yakuza franchise, which are amazing, by the way. And trust me, man, I've been around in the gaming scene for a long time. I'm pretty much the king of video games, to be honest. I'm smarter, way better than a lot of other people. And, you know, it feels awesome. Some people wonder why I don't use a better camera to record gameplay footage. And it's like, I don't feel like wasting money on that nonsense. That's useless, you know? Like, I have money, but the thing that separates me from other people is that I use my money wisely. You know, I don't really purchase useless crap or overrated indie games like Hollow Knight Silksong. Which, by the way, just because a game is indie doesn't automatically make it good. Like, there's tons of terrible, generic, awful indie games that people don't know about because they only glaze like the very small amount of indie games that are actually good. The truth is that most indie games are mid and not really worth your money. Just like most AAA games. Like, even Assassin's Creed Shadows is a better game than Hollow Knight Silksong. I mean that. I really do mean that, too. Ugh. My life is hard, man. Cause I say the truth and I say facts and people get mad at me for it. Like how, you know, men can't become women or how men can't become pregnant. And there are actually, you know, these insane people that belong in an insane asylum who are like, no, you're wrong, you're a bigot, you're a white supremacist, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, I'm freaking black. What are you talking about? It's not my fault that I believe in basic biology and science. All right. In basic biology and science, you know, they dictate that, you know, men can't become women and vice versa. Now, you can be gay, that's understandable, but don't try to, you know, say that you're a woman when you aren't one. That's like me going up to some Asian people and be like, hey, I'm one of you guys. And like, no, that's not how it works. Like, just accept the way you were born, and I promise you, you'll be a lot less miserable on the internet.